Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is Krishna Priya. This is the Human Colony Hucolo webinar. It's Saturday, the 7th of June, 2025. And today we have Hey, everyone, and welcome. This is Krishna Priya. This is the Human Colony. That's why. I don't know why. It's like a mental block.
It is. It took me even longer when it was my turn to host. It took me even longer. Okay, to switch screens, bring it up, get it, click the button, and
Yeah, I don't know what
so I'm like, yeah, just like Krishna Priya.
was with you in spirit. Yeah, so, oh, we're going to do a Psychic Saturday and group channeling. So any questions you have, no problem, but we're going to grouply answer them, as well as if there's psychic questions, we'll answer those as well. So welcome, everybody. We have today in the room, we have Barbara, Susan, Michael, Sierra, Adriana, myself, Angie, and more people coming in. So we will leave it there. Angie, do you have any announcements?
I do have some announcements.
Very good.
If the first and foremost, if you like the content of this video, please be sure to hit like and subscribe at the bottom to
Wherever it is on the screen.
right, anywhere, because we're all the way up.
Ring the bell.
That's right, ring the bell. And visit our website, Human Colony, our website. The other note is Jim is transitioning. Jim is transitioning to a whole new recording because Skype is gone. Jim has his website up and running. Please visit this website for any ordering of sessions. Here is Jim's new email address. Jim Reiki will be deleted after the transition, so please be sure to like and save. Now, the other thing that I want to mention about the email address, because you'll be getting all correspondence from the new email address, please check your spam folder because it is a new email. And a few of Jim's clients have said, oh, there it was in spam. So if you know you have scheduled something or sent a payment or are expecting a response back from Jim at the new address, please check your spam folder. That would be the best way. Jim, we are also working on getting a Hucolo newsletter out. It is in the final stages of the preparation for it, as well as a mass email sent out to everyone in regards to the new how to contact Jim, how to set up a payment, how to set up a session. Everything is done through his website now. If you send any correspondence to Jim Reiki, you will be directed to go to the new email address.
I was going to say, you're screwed. You wouldn't get it.
What's that?
I said, if you send it to Jim Reiki, you're screwed. So
That's it. You're done. You won't get a response once the transition is done because that email is going to be deleted. So we are, in regards to announcements, Krishna Priya and myself will work together because we work together, her and I. We're going to be doing, she's mostly going to be leading a class on pendulums.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, we're going to be doing that. A pendulum is a very important tool to use with your spirituality, with your awakening. It is a great tool. It is a great tool to use. So,
and it has so many more applications than just the yes, no. You can use
that is 100%
energy. You can use it to, direct where you need to do healing.
Yes.
It's kind of along the lines of the rods as well.
Yes.
I mean, it can really be used in a myriad of ways and very effective.
Yes.
I mean, you can be as like ridiculously anal as you want to be with it. Like, for instance, there was a one time when I was doing tarot and I said, I wonder if, like, instead of randomly picking the cards, if I allowed the pendulum to pick the cards. And then, the readings become extremely accurate. The only problem is it's excruciatingly long process.
Right.
So
Yes.
yeah, yes, if you have an hour to answer a yes, no question, it's a great thing to do, but
Right.
but the pendulum has many, many applications. You can
Yes.
also use the pendulum like where you do like the automatic testing, whether if you want to test
Yes.
food, any kind of thing. So there's so
Yes.
many applications for pendulum. I've
Yes.
used a pendulum for many, many years, and I just think it's a good tool. And once you trust it and you realize you really aren't, secretly doing it, once you really
Yes.
trust it, it starts to take on incredible amounts of movement and intuition, and it's really, really beautiful. So
It is true. Same. I've been using a pendulum for almost 10 years.
mhm.
So
Yeah,
it's a big part of my everyday life. I'd
yeah,
be at work and I'm like, yeah, did what? Okay, what just, and then so I will so
yeah.
I have one in my car, at my work, here at
Oh.
home. So
I mean, I use my necklace sometimes, but I have a particular pendulum that I prefer to use, who
right.
sometimes is temperamental and hides under my couch, but that's another story for
It
another
is
day.
funny too because um I was at the doctor's office and all I had was my car keys, which had like three rings on it. And I'm like, will you guys be able to talk through my car keys? And they're like, yeah, we can. And I'm like, okay. So, but it is, yeah, a
Yeah.
pendulum is a very good resource
Yeah, so we're looking to
for
do that class in August. So if you would send your interest to
classes at hucolo.org. I will get that information on how
Angelina
to.
over there. Yeah.
Yes. And also, the cost of that class is going to be 150.
Mhm.
And um, Krishna Priya will give me, she'll create a flyer, and then I'll get it out to
And
everybody.
there'll be a whole manual that you get with it that you can download and print out sheets and things, because there are like things that you can use, or, ways to use
Yes,
use it for divination that
yes,
are
yes, yes,
highly creative and usable. So
yes,
yeah, I'm excited about it.
yeah.
So I hope you guys are interested.
Thank you.
Okay.
The other announcement is that on Jim's website during this transition, he is offering a sale, sale.
Where's the blue
Pretty,
light? Like,
yeah, that's right. Woo,
blue light
like
special. Yeah.
on the website. He's offering a sale on the 30-minute session only.
Yeah.
Normally it's $60. He's doing a sale for $30, where it's a reduced rate, half off. So if you, and also on the website there, because he is booking out quite a bit, the new offering is get urgent question, because he can't always get to people right away. And so what we're offering is, I'm not offering anything. I'm offering to help him. So
Very
what
important.
he's offering is a 30-minute session. Sorry, I already said that. Urgent question. If you have something that um, you can't wait, because he's booking anywhere to 4 6 weeks out. And so he's offering that. And what that is it is, you type in your question. Um, I'll record that answer, type it up, and then send it to you. And that is what's also being offered. So a lot of new things happening. We want to be able to help everyone get to be the best people that they can be
Oh,
on the path that the
look
big
at
man
my cup
upstairs wants.
says.
What's that?
My cup says.
Yep. Yes.
That is possible.
Yes.
This is one thing that's nice about being in your own home, like as opposed to being in India. I get to drink out of my favorite coffee cup. It's so silly.
I mean, this is true. Here's my favorite coffee cup.
Oh, I know.
Yes, I saw. Yeah, Susan.
Susan, hold it back, because it's disappearing. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I made this one through my Etsy shop.
Wow,
Nice.
So
nice.
it's a I don't know, Black Panther but colorful.
Yeah.
This one was here when I moved in, but I appreciated it.
Yes.
I like the shape of it. I'm really weird about like I like certain kinds of spoons. I like certain kinds of cups. It's like when I go to my mom's house, she always gives me coffee in this one cup. She's like, she said to me the other day it fell and she was terrified it broke. She's like, oh my God. Her
Yeah, I
cup.
collect coffee cups wherever I go,
Oh
it
yeah.
seems.
I just have the one.
All right.
Okay, so we will get started. So we'll start with prayers. It's going to be Susan and then Barbara. So I'm going to go off screen for a moment and leave you guys.
All right. Ta kaya sia kua, he tia ia ki tia so ho haya tia, kia kua se ia tia tuia, he sia kuia tia ria, kia kutuia sia, tutuia, titia sia ia tutuia ia tia, kukuia sia ia kua, he sia ia tia, tutuia sia ia tia, kututia ia tia, kukua ia tia si, ho sia kia tia tu sia ia kia tuia, ia tia tia su tia kia tia, tutuia sia. We are the Earth Guardians. We are here to express our gratitude for all of the work that you are doing to assist in this transitionary time to uplift the planet. For there are many that are experiencing a sense of confusion or darkness, but this does not need to be your path. Continue to stand in the light, connect with your hearts, follow your own path that is true to you. And do not let what is going on in the outer world hinder your missions, what you feel is your purpose. For you have free will to create your purpose, to follow your own guidance that comes from within. And connect with Source always to lead you forward. Blessings.
Thank you. Barbara?
No tokora hata hase, shuroto para takaniato, kara hata hare kirikioto, para kara hati kiri atokusha, krete hato kuduita, karamana kiti ito kuro kirata. Namaste.
Your path is laid out. Your path has individual movements forward. These movements forward are your transformation within yourself. Well, that was it.
Yeah, just cut off.
Mhm.
But it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So just to bring to the news, I don't know that anyone saw the James Webb Telescope news that they've discovered signs of extraterrestrial life on an alien planet, and that they're saying now it's undeniable. Which I mean, I think we all know these things, but it's just the fact that like slowly they're starting to say this, and then that apparently that disc that landed in Mexico, they're saying there's no way that was made. It was a round ball that they've captured, and they're saying there's no way that was made on the Earth. But it's only this big, you
I
know.
can't see anything,
Oh, I'm holding my arms up.
right? Because I'm like, okay, there
It's
you go.
only this big. It's not very big. So it's interesting. Like we always think of spaceships being huge, but this thing is like, you know, what if the aliens were just
They're just little itty bitty, like the
Well, I mean, you know, it wouldn't really matter. I always think about that thing in Men in Black where that marble
yes,
goes
yeah,
around and
yeah,
then you see it's a galaxy and a galaxy. I mean, we only are large relative to what we are next to. So
right.
so maybe that it also makes me think of the Buffy the Vampire
Possibilities are
Slayer.
infinite.
Would you ever see Buffy the Vampire Slayer that with that demon that they summoned? He's only this big. when he's like, "Arr!" And she's like, oh, and she just like
Aw.
stamps on him. Okay, nobody watched Buffy? No? Okay. All right. Do you remember that one or no? No, you
I
didn't watch.
do. I'm a huge Buffy fan.
Okay. Anywho, so I think what we'll do is we'll do some group channeling with questions. If whatever questions that you have, Korith is the request from Adriana Hart. I don't usually channel other people's beings.
Right.
So I would say, Adriana, whatever question you would have, I can tune in and get the answer, but I will not necessarily be able to channel your person.
All right.
that
I
you're on.
didn't have a specific question. It was just for the other format we normally do. So go ahead and skip it. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I am gonna have to step out.
Oh, you're gonna
I
step
would
out?
Yeah, I'm gotta get outside.
Okay.
I got a lot of stuff to do.
All right. Well, Angie's leaving us.
A little lady's got to do what she's got to do.
Okay, you go do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. Blessings to everyone, and I love you all, and I'll see you next week with Jim.
Okay, perfect. All right, so we should just start it off. What I can do is I can just go into a channeling state and bring in Theos, and then we'll just see where it goes from here. And if there is any messages from anybody or anyone who has any questions, it would be great if you ask them. Okay. Susan, are you ready to channel as well?
I can.
Good. Barbara, did you want to channel?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So give me just a moment and I will get Theos and then we'll just take it from there. And okay.
Give it a try.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't.
We are Theos, and we are so pleased to be here with you in this now. It has been some time since we've spoken to the people of Hucolo, but we are so happy to be here in your presence and in your wisdom and in your grace. We have a message for the collective because things are so volatile on your planet, volatile in the way of uncertainty, but also in the ways of war, volatile in the way of uncertainty financially, but also in the ways of emotions. People are being pulled to and fro due to this uncertainty, and it's really impacting people on a physical, mental, and emotional level. If you find yourself feeling anxiety, realize that this is a normal reaction to the lack of stability in your lives. But this is the time to ground and to meditate and to really be, as Angie went into nature, to go and to take self-care. For in this moment, the world is chaotic. The only person that can make you less chaotic is you. And that is done through grounding and through meditation, through rest, through eating well, through sleeping well, and limiting what you are taking in, both visually, both auditorily, and through your mouth. What you listen to, the people you speak to, become very selective as in to what information you're taking in, because the information is all over the place. And when you think something is a certain way and you hear it's the opposite way, it's very natural to become confused. It's very natural to question everything. So it's better at this moment to take a little break from media, so that you're not getting mixed messages every hour of the day, that you're not getting the doom and gloom messages of every hour of the day. It's better to judge your world by walking outside and seeing people going through their lives, living their lives harmoniously, whether they're going to the grocery store or whether they're taking their children to school, but living some sort of normalcy. It's better to get more enmeshed in that than to get enmeshed in conspiracy theory and newscasts and gossip whatever it is, whether it's a colleague at work or whether it's the news, please limit what you are taking in because it'll give you more peace to have less input and to trust what you're experiencing versus what you're being told. Normally, we would say you need to be involved. It's a call to action. You should follow a life of action. But at this moment, we are going to change our recommendation. We would say to you, it's better to be involved in your community, but in helpful ways. So helping your neighbor cut down a tree or doing something in your community that is helpful, but not something that is going to put you into a radicalized action, whether it's protesting or getting involved in politics. Now is the time to really pull back from all of that and let it settle just a little bit because we are, again, going against what we usually do, which is saying everything is okay. We're going to say you're coming into a greater time of volatility over this next month. And it's better to be as grounded as possible. It's okay if you don't know what's going on in the news. It's okay if you don't know what's happening in politics for the next couple weeks because it's going to be very crazy and it's very difficult to follow. And if you're a person who is easily put into anxiety or easily stressed, this is going to raise your heart level and your anxiety level beyond where it should be. So now is the time to enjoy the warm weather, to be outside, and to really take care of yourself. That's really our message for you. We love all of you, and we're so pleased to be here with you. And we're open to any questions that you may have. And we're going to allow Karen to open her eyes. And they still call me Karen. It's just funny. Yeah. Does anyone have any questions?
I have a question. Well, go ahead, Susan.
Sure. Oh, who wants to go first?
You can go first, Barbara, since you jumped in first.
Yes. Can't remember the lady's name. She's in San Francisco that you channeled through her. And I took a couple of her classes, and one of them was I took where she took us up to meet one of our guides.
Hmm.
And I remember that so specifically going up to the angels. It's like I was there, but I don't remember the name of the guide that I was introduced to. Were you the one that did that class with her, or?
Was
Can't-
Theos the one or was I the one?
What was that again? I'm sorry.
Was Theos the one that did? Neither one of us was there. Theos as a group was not there and I was not there.
I can't remember her name. I'm sorry.
So you're wanting to know the name of the guide?
Right, I was taken up there. I don't remember it, and I'm trying to remember his name.
Was it something like Silith? I get the name of a S-Y. I get Silith. Silith.
It's almost like a Mexican name. It would be like the last name.
The name of the guide or the name of the person?
Oh, I haven't listened to her. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay, but I'm not understanding your question. You're asking for the name of the guide or the name of the person?
I'm a little nervous.
That's okay.
Guy that I met up there years ago.
I got the name Silith, but if it's a Mexican name, then I'm not getting the right name. Silith, Syleth. Silith. Sorry?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll have to remember his name.
Okay. Susan, what was your question?
So as of late, I have been experiencing some health challenges, but I know there's been a lot of, like what Theos mentioned, a lot of emotional things coming up to be released, and I've been allowing that to be released. But I just started a new medication yesterday, and I know, medical advice, but I'm just wondering, I feel like this will help lead me to improving my health. and as the general feeling I get, even though I typically don't like medication that much, but I'm wondering if, yeah, if this will just be a helpful tool to get me to where I want to go with my health.
It will be a helpful tool. The one thing that Theos is saying that they've not really said before, but they're talking to me and they're saying that, everything is vibration. So this medicine has a vibration that is a match to that which is trying to help. And the best thing that you can do in your meditation is to match and amplify that vibration so that whatever's going on with you is a good match to the frequency of the medicine, the healing. Sometimes medicine, especially if it's a tablet or a capsule, it will have additives that just stick the tablet or capsule together. They're sort of irrelevant, but they keep the tablet or capsule from being powder or falling apart, or it can help it be more absorbable. But to match yourself to the frequency and the energy of that healing part of that medicine, so that as you take it, you're just bringing a sort of amplifier into yourself. It's almost like if you're the dynamite, and then that medicine becomes the match that lights the healing within your own body. So don't just take it and hope for the best, but really invite it in, acknowledge the presence of it, and tune yourself to that vibration. And you might try just to find the sound of the vibration of that frequency. I mean, there's ways to test the frequency where you can actually get a Hertz number, but you could also do it with a pendulum and find the right frequency and sound of that and match it with toning. Maybe you have healing bowls, I think.
I don't. I have chimes, so
Chimes, fine.
yeah.
Anything where you can find the frequency so that as you take it and as you focus on the healing, you're making the sound so that you can embody that, so that you can amplify the healing of it. It doesn't just have to be take a pill and swallow, but it can be inviting, just like you would do with plant medicine, inviting the teaching of it, inviting the source of it, the healing of it into you, so that it allows you to get what you need. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that makes total sense. And I made cacao this morning after not having it for a while. So, and
Oh, beautiful.
I did my intentions, before
And,
drinking it and everything.
as
So
long as there's no contraindications, you may want to make it part of a cacao ceremony.
ceremony.
And ask the cacao first if that's something that it can do, if it can guide and lead that medicine. The problem with medicine is, and I believe in medicine, is that it's been isolated down. So a lot of the things that make it go into the body have been stripped away. That's why the raw form of things sometimes is so much more effective. But on the other hand, because it's concentrated, it goes right for what it needs. But you need to surround your tissues and the rest of your body with the healing energy as well, so that it can be clearly absorbed without any kind of side effects, that might come with it. What is going on with you? Is it something in your lower intestine?
I'm diabetic.
Okay.
Just started insulin before bed last night, and it's a very low dose.
Mhm.
And I did try a tablet medication. I had side effects the
Mhm.
last couple months with. So I just went to the doctor yesterday and they said, well, let's try this. So I'm giving it a try. And yeah, my glucose numbers are a little bit lower, but she said it might take a few days. And it's like an all day acting, like once a day before bed
Is it a
injection.
shot? Is
It's
it
a
an actual?
shot, yeah.
So it would be very good if you find the frequency that when you do your shot, you're in a state of total receptivity, so that your body is really welcoming and open to using it. I mean, there have been
Yeah.
studies where they find the vibration of the medicine itself and use the vibration as opposed to the medicine, and I get the same result. But I would say at first use the medicine
Yeah.
until your
I
body.
do feel better and I slept great. So,
That's good.
so I mean, waking up this morning, I do feel, yeah, in general, starting to feel better. So
Is it type 1 or type 2?
type 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had since 2018, but I've tried to manage it through natural supplements, diet,
Yeah.
intermittent fasting, exercise, that sort of thing. And I'm still doing that, but it's not being controlled by just that, or it's not bringing the numbers down
Yeah.
as far as they need to be. So
Yeah.
this will hopefully I'll continue on what I've been doing, but this will help bring the numbers down lower. Yeah.
So the other thing Theos is saying is just get into the mentality of the appreciation of the fact that there is this ability to have a medicine that will help you, so that
Yeah.
everything about you is welcoming it, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah, I thought about that yesterday. Like, okay, get rid of any resistance, right? To a lot and just accepting, yeah, that this is gonna benefit me, right? And help me along my path. So
well, as long, because I mean, yeah, just be welcoming to it. And
yes. Yeah, so that's a great message that you and Theos shared your your insights as well.
well, I will say that it's just, they're never beings that usually say shy away from anything, stay away from anything, but they are saying now, like, because there's such a bombardment of just sheer information, misinformation, negativity, uh, fear, volatility, that this is the time to sort of shelter yourself, but doing it in a healthful way, not in a fearful way, using the opportunity to really ground yourself, to breathe, to meditate, and to take a sort of digital detox, because there's so much that is just bombarding. And I can say, even like just in the days that coming back from India, just in 3 days, the amount of information that is just like coming at me on every, you turn on the TV, you turn on the radio, it's just, I mean, I was standing putting gas in my car and there was a commercial running on the running on the screen and I was like, leave me alone, and just so much,
Yeah, I
coming.
don't I've kind of gone away from watching a lot of media, just going within, being present in the
I mean,
moment. Yeah.
I live in the South and it's a very political area. But if you walk outside and talk to your neighbors, people are talking about, the price of corn, and they're talking about, oh, I'm gonna go and have dinner here. And they're not, it's just more real stuff. Real life is so much better to engage with, and you know, than all the noise that's going on out there right now. So
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
yeah. Let me see. In the chat, I'm just going to go through the questions. Braden says, love to Theos. How do you know what is the best information? The best information is information that allows you just to be peaceful, basically, and doesn't stir in you feelings of fear. I mean, unless we are like literally under attack right now, and it's information we need to know, or there's a tornado coming and you need to know and get out of the way. The rest of it is so in the moment and over, but it can cause so much distress. It's always people just arguing and fighting about all kinds of stuff. So I would say filter the information, but if it starts to cause anxiety or fear in you, just take a break from it. Just take a break from it, as opposed to, I didn't even know this term till recently, like doom scrolling, where people just, and they just kind of feed into your fears, and then you watch a video, so the algorithm says, oh, that's the kind of video they like, and then all of a sudden all you see is videos about that. When I was trying to get my cats adopted, all of a sudden I had, my whole feed was filled with cats, 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 everything cats, and it's just so whatever you show that you like in social media, you get bombarded with it like 100 times more than you would ever need to know. You need to know one story, and then you're getting thousands of stories. And we're not getting just stories around our local area. We're hearing about what's happening in Zimbabwe and what's happening in Venezuela and what's happening in Canada and what's happening in Australia. And it's like, limit your news to local news, I would say, if you can, for just a few days, just to see the difference, just to see if it just allows you to breathe. I mean, there's important things to be involved with, don't get me wrong, but what I'm just saying is, it just right now, it's just nutsoid out there. And so you have the ability to turn things off, to not turn them on, to really ingest in you, just like your food, what is going to give you the best. And he asked, what is the best food to eat? The best food to eat is to get away from processed food. Anything that's fake. Fake food is just the worst. It's just so super chemical. It's just not good for you. So try to eat real food. Eat whole foods, apples, bananas, whatever. If you eat meat, eat grass-fed, non-stressed meat. Just try to eat stuff that's not McDonald's and not super processed and doesn't have a list of ingredients this long. If it's peanut butter, it should say peanuts on it. If it's an apple, it just should be the apple. You don't need like tons of chemicals and preservatives, because these also mess with your system, your electrical system, your body. What says, is Nibiru the planet or ship getting ready to pass by the Earth? I'm going to say something that Theos just said that I've never heard before, but they've already passed and we didn't know it. So I think we missed the boat on Nibiru. And it's a ship, not a planet. That is from what I understand. It's already passed. It's been around a couple times. That's what I'm hearing. Hi, Gary. Lunbia says, this is the current Earth personal concern. My husband has his residency card, which expires in 2030. Will he have future concerns about remaining in America after it expires in 2030? I don't feel that he will. I feel he'll be okay. Just don't do any weird traveling right now. Don't leave the country if you can for the next 2 years. Gary says, hey, KP and Susan, constructive comment, great advice regarding the frequency of drug and welcoming. My 24-year-old Luca's degree is in biochemistry, and I have incredible conversations regarding this. Well, Gary, jump in and share. Come in, come in and share. Frequency is everything, and it's just like anything. Being a match, it's just like we talk about, being a match to creating abundance. You have to be a match to that which you want to pull in your life. Well, your frequency should also be a match of healing. That's why you tune yourself up. That's why you tune yourself in. You tune yourself into the frequency that you want to embody. And so with the medicine, you want to tune to that frequency so that you're able to get out of it what you want. It will naturally tune you, but probably you will get more. That's why they even say like prayer and positive thinking helps people get better than if they just get medical treatment and have no mental involvement in what they're doing. So, well, we went through those questions fast. Does anyone have any other questions? No? Okay, so Susan, why don't you channel and then we'll go to Barbara.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put you as a spotlight. 1 second. And I'm gonna turn myself off, mute. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. O saya kia tia tia, sokota ya kia, suya tia, sika he tua ya tia he tia, koto isikie. Sukutia, tusia ya titia sutuya ya kia tia. Hazia kutia ya tia, tutiresia, kutuya ya sikia ya tutuzia ya titia, hazia kutu ya tia, tuya sika ya titia, sukutia ya titi. Usaya ya kia te usaya ya kia, tutuya sia ya titia kutia ya sikia. Hia soya ya kia te ya kutu ya sia ya kia tia kutu ya sia ya titia so ku ya tia titia ku ya titia ha sia ya kia tia ku sia ya kia tu ya tia tia ku ya tia skia tia kia ha so hia skia yo tu tia ya tia kia tu tu ya sia titia. This is the Pleiadian Healing Council stepping forward to bring a message of support to all of you that are experiencing disruptions within your physical embodiment. This is to add on to Theos's message as far as trusting your own guidance, going within, being in the present moment to connect with your reality, with the reality that you create that is present in front of you in your daily lives, that this will help you bring you to a point of centeredness, a point of peace, of greater tranquility, of harmony within your own lives, and being more focused on interacting with what is in front of you in your immediate environment, that this will bring greater happiness and joy in your daily existence. But also be in communication with your physical vessels within your body elemental, communicate with your cells, communicate with your body. And as was mentioned, a pendulum can be a tool for this to connect with what you are ingesting, what you are in interaction with your physical vessels. So this will help you to feel informed by your own information that is coming in for you. That be in greater meditation, connection through your heart with Source Creator, with your guides, with your light teams to receive information and then ask how that resonates with you. Whatever you receive, connect in and ask, is this my truth? Is this what is true for me? And see if you receive a yes or no answer. See if you receive greater information from your spiritual connections, from your higher self, that this will help you to transition to a higher state of consciousness and help guide you forward through these times of chaos in the outer world. That the more you can disconnect from what you see out there and connect in with your inner world, that this will help bring you forward into a greater understanding of yourselves, a greater understanding of why you are here, what you wish to experience for your own journey as opposed to someone else's. Look within for your own guidance and trust that above all, and connect in with your higher aspects to see what rings true for you. This is our message, and we are open to questions if there are any.
Well, I have a question about, you were saying tune into yourself. What are the ways that you recommend to do that?
It can be meditation, it can be prayer, it can be connecting with your own silence, your own stillness within, and just be present within yourselves for whatever answers come in, but also work on clarity of mind, clearing your thought processes. And part of that is being self-aware as to what you are consuming for information, for guidance. And anytime you are feeling a sense of stress, a sense of anxiety, try to be present within yourself and just be still and ask for answers, ask for guidance, or ask for what am I not seeing with this situation. But quieting the mind, being still within your own presence, connecting within to source, to your inner guidance, and then listen to what comes in, listen to what information naturally flows within you in those moments. And then whatever comes in, sit with that information. Let yourself feel whatever you're feeling. And if something feels true to you, if something feels good, if it feels right within your own being, then continue to move in that direction. Continue to follow that guidance. If something, yes, causes you distress, causes you fear, causes you to feel greater uncertainty as to your path forward, then shift your focus from that to what feels good to you. And that is, in a sense, in a simplified sense of how your inner guidance works, is continue moving in the direction that in your feeling self feels happy and harmonious and right to you. Continue to focus in that direction. Continue to look for further guidance along the path that feels right to you. And it all comes from within, not from without.
Thank you. Leela has a question. She says, how is my healing for the Pleiadians doing? Any info? It was Archangel Michael's request, I guess, that she do the healing. And then she says blessings.
You have made a great contribution in this regard. Thank you for answering our call to contribute your energies to our healing focus upon the planet. And with our energies amplified, working together, anyone can do this as well, but those that have received a direct call, such as yourself, we are in immense gratitude for your contribution, for answering that call, for stepping forward to join with us in our joint mission, if you will, to assist the planet, to assist humanity, to assist the energies to come into greater balance for all that is, to bring together in a common purpose the healing of this planet, to healing of, it is not so much healing, it is bringing back into balance those discordant energies, those, that misuse of energy, and restoring what is meant to exist with God's divine blueprint for this planet and for humanity as a whole. It is helping, we are moving into this greater releasement in the next month or so of of the old, and you've been experiencing this, many of you, letting go of the old energies, letting them rise up within you. Do not hold on to them. Let them come up and out, come into your conscious awareness, let them flow from you to make room for greater light that is coming in, greater understanding, greater conscious awareness to guide you forward.
Thank you. Barbara has a question. Go ahead, Barbara.
Yeah, my question is, I'm learning to channel. I know I can channel, but my confidence is very, very low. But anyway, last night I was practicing channeling and I felt a Sasquatch come through. And the Sasquatch held out their hand. There's no conversation between us. Held out their hand, so I took the hand. But when I took the hand, I felt that it was a child Sasquatch with the mother in the background because she was looking at me. So what percentage of this came through? Is it like a 100%, 80%? Did I bring them through, or was I just imagining it? I always had that lack of confidence in that.
Trust that this was a true communication for you. It does not matter the percentage. It is something that with practice and you trusting yourself and allowing it to come through and knowing that this is not something you are making up. It is something that you are opening up to again, that you are allowing to come through you, that you are learning to trust the messages that you receive and know that this is a true communication, that this is your I guess Sasquatch family, if you will, that these are beings that you have connected with in other lifetimes that have incarnated with you in other lifetimes. So they are wishing to reconnect with you in a loving way and continue to explore this if you wish. Continue to ask for greater connection, for greater, I guess, understandings of what they wish to communicate with you. You can approach it with a sense of curiosity and allowing what comes through for you and enjoy the process instead of being in a sense of judgment of, was it good? Was it bad? Was it, true? Like connect into what your heart feels. And if it feels like a true connection, if it feels like, yes, this wasn't coming from my own consciousness, that this was coming through me, and if it feels good for you, continue to explore that and enjoy the process. Do not do not be in judgment of yourself, dear one. Do learn to just be. Just be in the moment of these connections and continue to practice. And this will assist you in trusting yourself as you move forward with this. Just follow, if this is an interest of yours, continue to follow it and continue to just allow yourself to experience it and connect with how you feel about it and what rings true for you.
You know, another thing about the Sasquatch, I feel like I'm being pulled to go to the woods to meet one, to meet them. And that's another fear of mine, not because of them, not fearful of them, but other things in the woods, like people.
Well, you could ask for a friend to
To
join with you, to go with you to whatever location you're called to travel to, that you can continue to ask, to get a sense of what area of nature if it's within your immediate environment that's nearby that you can easily travel to. You can see what you get as a sense of a region to connect with them. And you could travel there and you could perhaps do a ceremony in honor of them. You could, find a place to meditate within the woods to connect with them. And because they can connect virtually as well as physically with you. But yeah, if they want you to connect with them in an area that's where they reside, where they enjoy enjoy and where their presence is known, that you can return, you can respond to their request and go to where you feel they are calling you to. But you can ask, someone else to accompany you in this experience
There's a
if
couple
you
of,
if you feel trepidation in going there alone.
I'll take my dog. Okay, well, thank you very much.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Thank you. There's a question from, let me ask the one from Radha. She's here. She says, is it a good time to travel to southern Italy, considering all the earth changes and quakes?
You may wish to wait a few months or over at least the course of the next month or two. Let things settle down in that area of Mount Etna. That may be your focus, and other earth changes. That there will continue to be disruptions in at least the next, I'd say 2 to 3 months even, that before things settle down. So you may, if it is in an immediate so-called danger zone for these eruptions that you wish to travel to, you may wish to reconsider or wait for a calmer time. But continue to follow your own guidance on this. If it is not in a immediate area of disruptions, then follow your guidance as to whether you should go. But I feel a sense of needing to wait, if possible, for a travel to that area if it is in the impact zone.
Thank you. I'm just skipping around so that everyone who hasn't asked a question gets a chance. Mark says, will there be financial assistance for light workers soon? Assistance comes in the form of a job, generally. There's got to be something out there you can do. There won't be like a fund for light workers. But the difference is about you getting in touch with your abundance versus waiting for some kind of financial light worker assistance to come through. But what do you have to say about that?
Yes, I do agree with this, or we agree, that this is something that comes from within you, the sense of abundance, as what was mentioned. That is, it is you owning your power as creator of your life experience, connecting in with your own power to create, with connecting with your own abundance of of looking within yourself to where you are holding beliefs and lack within your own life experience, and working to replace that belief in lack with a sense that I am showered with abundance from God and the universe. For example, I always have everything I need. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Things of this nature that focus on your self-talk, what you have within your own thought processes that are maybe hindering you from creating what it is you wish or what you have created already in your outer experience, and going within to examine, okay, what is hindering my own creation of abundance within my life, and taking a sense of responsibility for what you've already created, and then replacing any feelings of lack or fear of lack with positive thought processes. It's about shifting your focus from a world that is lacking abundance to one that is full of abundance, where there is always enough for everyone. There is always enough that I can connect with to bring into my experience. So we agree that it's not a point of waiting for something from the outer world to drop into your lap as if by magic, so to speak. It is about creating your own sense of magic, of wonder, of creativity, and harnessing your own creative abilities to focus on what it is you wish to create, identifying it, and then putting your focus towards it. And this can be writing in a journal, which this one has done for, we will say the practice that this one has done is, I am truly grateful, happy, and blessed to have my job because, and then list down 5 endings to that sentence, for example, and then read through all 5 sentences and say thank you, thank you, thank you after each one. And add 5 more things the next day, 5 more things the next day, read through the whole list. And this is a manifestation technique that this one has done to manifest her current job and the one before it. And it's about a sense of refining your focus and feeling into already having it, what it is that you want, instead of focusing on what is that you don't want. Perhaps it's focusing in on the feeling qualities of what it is you do want, and making this like a daily practice of continuing to build that momentum. But once you've done your daily practice, let it go. Allow the universe, allow God, your higher aspects, whatever you wish, to allow it to come to you with divine timing, with divine blessings, and then let it go for the day. And then add more to it, add more momentum each day until you start seeing results show up in your daily life from this directed focus on what it is you wish to create. So this is one technique that you could try to help shift your thought processes into focusing on what you wish to move towards in your life and create a more positive momentum in that direction.
Thank you. I'm so sorry I had the audio on. My dog was barking. He was playing with me. Let me just go to the next question. Let me see. Leela wants to know, are there any messages from the hybrid children in Polana, and how are they doing?
Yes, our channel works with the hybrid children as well. And there is greater contact, more conscious contact that's occurring that this one has experienced as well with her hybrid children that she mentors. And you may be feeling this as well. You may be feeling a greater connection in your conscious awareness to the hybrid children that you are connected with. They are in a greater learning phase in preparation for open contact. They are in the process of learning more about how to live within your world. For this will or is and will be becoming a greater reality for them to walk upon the planet with you. And this is something that is accelerating the possibility, the potentials of this occurring within the coming years is creating a greater movement in them in a more conscious connection with their human counterparts, with their human family, if you will, with their teachers and guides within the human collective to help prepare them. I mean, this has been going on, but it is intensifying, that there is greater momentum in this direction, and that they are all doing well, of course, that they are all well guided by many of you that work with them, and that you will find that you are continuing to build your communication in a more conscious way with them, that they will be connecting with you more in your meditations, in your channelings, things of this nature. You will notice that if you are meant to work with them in a greater, more conscious way, that they will make themselves known to you in your awareness, and you can build your relationship in this way, that this may be something that others may be experiencing as well. So that is why we mention it. But they are well, they are in preparation for walking amongst you, many of them.
Thank you. I'm just looking to see if there's any questions. Oh, Crystal Magic Orchestra says, I've completed my mission of raising 4D Earth to 98%. Now I know that God will not allow 100% till 2030. And at that time, 100,000 will rise. Why do I have to wait until 2031 to rise to 4D?
You may have heard boots on the ground, so to speak, that you are here to be there for those that are still awakening, to be the example, to be a guide of sorts upon the earth for those that are awakening in consciousness, for you are further along your path, as you know. And you will be increasing in density up to 4D if you believe it to be so. You can focus on raising your consciousness more into the 4D realm before that. That is more in what you hold as a belief, but you can connect between 3D and 4D and you do so within your daily existence, many of you, that is, that many of you are spending more time in 4D. So it is not like that you are completely in 3D all of the time, that you will be shifting into 4D and back to 3D within your multidimensional self, within your day. It is something that occurs naturally. And so do not focus on linear thinking of that I'm only in 3D. I have to wait till this time to be in 4D. For time as a construct is just a human experience. It does not truly exist. It is something that is a human focus upon your planet, and it is something that you all believe in. So it is part of your reality, but you are a multidimensional being that is constantly shifting in and out of dimensions, even up to 5D at times, that it is just continuing to be present with yourself, evolving your consciousness, connecting with those that come into your experience, looking for guidance, looking for to learn from you, from what you have experienced. It is enjoy your life. Do not focus on projecting into the future what may or may not happen. Focus on what you wish to create right now and continue to expand your outreach, your consciousness, your understanding, and be more focused on what it is that you can connect with in the now moment, as they say, instead of focusing or projecting out into the future that is malleable, that you can, through your free will, adjust based on what you create now. So that would be our advice to you, to connect with what it is you are able to do now to expand more of that 4D, fourth density connection in your daily life.
Thank you. That's kind of like what Theos was saying about sort of sheltering yourself, because when you are sort of in your own space, you can enter your 4D, 5D world because you're not having the distractions of the realities, even though they're real, of the outside world. And within that cocoon, you can experience that 4D, 5D existence. And that also has to do with what do you take in. If anyone remembers the movie Somewhere in Time with Christopher Reeves, he was actually able to go to a different timeline. And it wasn't until the end where he saw a penny that had the date from which he came from that jerked him back into the reality of the world that he had come from. The same thing happens in 4D at this moment. We can go, excuse me, Thomas, we can go into our 4D world by our focus and by being very much in our bodies, very much in our now moment. He wants a cookie. I will get you your cookie in this now moment if you just give me a moment. But you can go into that oneness existence of connectivity by sitting down, doing your meditation, and staying in that centered place. That's where the 4D, 5D world is. It's right here. But it's the distractions that pull us into the 3D thought patterns, the materialism, and all of those things. So getting into 4D, 5D is really available to everyone right here, right now. And you don't have to go anywhere or be in a special place. You only have to be with yourself in the now. So everyone can go there. Everyone can be living in 4D as much as possible. And when you limit the negative is not the right word, but I would say the jarring realities of the 3D world, you're able to access the 4D world. And you can look at it like the crest of a wave. Ride that wave as far as you can before it crashes down, and then you have to sort of go back. But you'll find as you extend and extend and extend your connection, you're able to take it with you much, much longer. And as you interact with people in the world, you're interacting from a different place and time and a different dimension and a different frequency. And they'll react to you differently and from that frequency. So first it starts within, and then it comes without. So get in 4D inside you, and then it'll manifest outside of you. That's all I have to say about that.
Well said.
Okay. Okay. So, Crystal Light Orchestra says that when we go into 4D, we disappear. Well, we disappear to the 3D world, but we don't disappear. We are in a different dimension, and 3D is not experiencing us, but the experiences of 4D are very real, but just seen from a different perspective. Let me see. Okay. All right. Does anyone else have any questions? Susan, I'm going to ask you to come back because we're coming to the
Okay.
bottom of the hour. And if there's no more questions, I think this is a good place to end just a little bit early. Treasure Hunter was
Yes.
saying that it would be good for you to look into the medical medium books, Spirit of Compassion, because it talks about diabetes treatments. Maybe something for you to look at. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's any other questions. No, I don't have any other questions. Do you have any questions? Did any questions come up for you while you were channeling? Sometimes I'm channeling, I'm having questions at the same time.
Oh, we are feeling complete. We can go now.
Okay. Well, thank you for your presence.
Yes. Ta siki tuia te aia kia. Soko te aia tu se aia kia te asia. Ko te hea kia tu te asia aia kia te aia kia. Hia soka ia te a tutu e sia. Tiki e kia. Hia se aia koto ia hia. Se aia koto ia hi te aia ti. O se aia kia te aia hi kia tutu e sa. Hika. Blessings be upon you.
Leela is asking if her healing can help you. And I would say, if you're willing to accept the healing she sends, why not?
Sure. Yes, it is very welcome. Thank you, Leela.
Thank you.
And thank you about the medical medium books. I'll definitely check that out. I've looked. I don't have one of the books, but I have like looked at some of about the books, but I haven't purchased one yet. So I'll definitely check that out too. So thank you everyone,
All right.
and thank you
Susan,
to the Pleiadian Healing Council.
Do you want to end with the blessing, and then we'll just say sayonara till next week? And next week we'll be back with Jim.
Sure. Yeah, I can see if anyone else wants to come through with another blessing. Ko se ai aki e taga ko sa ai akita. So ko te ia si e tu ku ia te ia si a kuhi ia te a kutu ia si a ki a tu ta e si ka. He a se ai ku ti a o si a ku ta ia si a ka ia ku ga ki ka ia ki a. So ko te ia te a ho se ai a ku tu ia ia te a ia si ko ia ia te a ko ia ka ia te a te Hosaya kia tuya sia tutuya ya kia tu sia ya kia te ya koto ya kia tu hazaya ku ya yetia sikia tu ya tia kota ya sikaya tu ya hi hazaya ku te ya tia uzu ya tia ya kia tu ya tia siki hazuya kia yo tu ya tia kaya tu ya sikaya hi te ya kota ya si hazoya ya kaya tu ya yetia ya kota ya yetia ya kia tu ku ya ti ya za ya ku ya tia ya ka to ya u sa ya kia tu ya tia ya kia tu ya kia tu ya tia tu ha za ya ka to ya. This is Eonor from the Galactic Dragon Collective. We extend our dragon hearts to you to connect through the heart in your ascension process. Please call upon us for any that wish to connect with us to feel guided and supported in your rising in consciousness that you are experiencing, that we will help balance your energies, that we can help extend our healing effects as well in bringing greater stability or groundedness within your physical vessels, that this will help you, this blessing will help to hopefully bring you a sense of peace, a sense of connecting more with your earthly selves, bring you more into the present moment within your hearts. And we extend our gratitude as well for all that are working for the light, for all that are assisting others in this upliftment of your consciousness as a collective. That we are working with your collective now. We are coming into a greater awareness within your human understanding of our existence, that we are not to be feared, that we are here to assist you in whatever way we can from our higher perspective. And please call upon us as you wish, as you feel called to, within your time within, and we will be there with you to extend our energies, to surround you, to give you a sense of support from our collective to yours. Blessings to all, and all for one.
All for one, one for all. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for that. I was, someone was saying about people that are in the fourth dimension can't see the third dimension. Yes, that's true, but that doesn't matter. You can still go to your fourth dimension and have your experience and be there.
Yeah.
You can see who, right? Because of course, if you're experiencing things from the fourth dimension, you're seeing it from another aspect and from a heightened.
Yeah, I would say what I've experienced moving more into 4D is, yeah, I'm more in observation of what's going on in the outer world, but I don't connect my energies to that, what's going on in the 3D world. And I've heard the term about, being above the battlefield, so to speak, being in that just more observational mode and, not lending your energy to the chaos or not. You don't have to connect. You can observe it. You can have compassion for it. You can, see what's going on, but you don't have to directly connect your energy
No.
to that,
Yeah, to
Yeah.
be a sort of unaffected observer as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
then you're consciously choosing your next thing to do, whether it's nothing or whether it's to interact or whether it's to
And just being.
just being.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what meditation teaches us. And then it's about creating that atmosphere outside of yourself. Meditating is great because it gets you centered, but the whole point of meditating is taking that part of the meditation into the world, so that whatever's floating by you, whether it's a car going down the street, whether it's a noise over here, whether it's some political situation over there, that you're still in the place of, oh, I see that car going down the street. Oh, I see that, negative interaction, etc. So it's just about observing and then choosing what you want to dive into. And it's about keeping your own inner peace, because the world is always going to be chaotic. There's always going to be this, that, and the other thing. And the one thing you can do is maintain
Yeah,
your
you
own.
can shift your own perception
Mhm.
of what you see in the world, basically. Yeah,
Yeah,
that through your inner beliefs, your inner focus. Yeah, it's like disciplining your inner thought processes to focus on what you want versus what you don't want. And
and just be
yeah,
gentle about it, not to just to not, to not just observe. I have the feeling like everything is just information, and we can
yeah,
just look at it, and sometimes it's gnarly, sometimes it's yucky, and sometimes it's great, but you can just observe it and be willing to see the gnarly and the good and look at it like, okay, it is and is, because it's all floating by, because in 2
yeah,
seconds it's going to be something else. So
yeah. It's being in, yeah, learning to be in your divine flow, right? And what is meant for you will flow in, and allowing it in, and
getting in the way.
yeah,
Yeah,
not procrastinating, not trying to control what's going on.
yeah,
Yeah, letting it kind of flow in and through you, and asking yourself, like, what does this mean for me? What's showing up for me, right? It's like,
right,
what can I learn from this? Yeah.
exactly. And maybe just the learning is just noticing, oh yeah, I saw it, you know. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for today. Thank you for being here. Short webinar, just me and Susan and Adriana and all of you in YouTube. Short, sweet, and to the point. Much love to you. Next week, we'll be back with Jim. And then in 2 weeks, Max will be back. Max Attacks. So, all right. I always think of Mars Attacks when I think of Yeah, you probably don't tell him that. Okay. All right. Love to you, Leela,
Yeah. Much
Gary,
love.
Brayden. Who else was there today? If I missed you, I'm so sorry, but I am thinking of you and loving you. Let's see.
Thank you for joining us.
Crystal Magic Orchestra, Luna Bia, Mark. Luna, just hang in there. She's worried about her husband. You know, just don't travel and just stay as calm as possible. It's very scary, but it will calm down. A lot of this is just for show right now, to be fierce and to look like there's something really happening. So they're ratcheting up the fear, but yeah, stay strong. We love you and we're with you. So, all right, everyone. See you next week. Thank you, Susan. Have a wonderful weekend. Adriana, have a great weekend.
Yes.
Gary, Crystal, Leela. I didn't say Crystal Light or Magic Orchestra. It's a long name. Radha, good to see you. All right, Leela, thank you so much. All right, see you next time. Let me go. Stop. 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 Stop.